Fish camp game for us has been for our sport, has been one of the big events of women's college soccer for the better part of of this century. And, it's a special relationship that we've had with the incoming freshman class. We've moved it back a little bit this year to give them a chance to kind of get their feet underneath them just a little bit. In the past, we've always done it with a game during their Howdy Week, which is the week before classes begin, and it made it to where we were the first athletic event for the new freshman class. But that game has gotten so big because we have the Aggieland Friendship Cup going on. So we have, we seat about 2,600 people at Ellis Field, and we would sell about 4,000 tickets to the youth tournament. So it made it to where we didn't have enough room really for the freshmen to fit in. So we went ahead and moved it this year, wanted to make it a special game, and the Georgia game will be a special game. So the start of SEC play for all sports here at Texas A&M starts this Friday, 7:30 p.m. out at Ellis Field. Georgia comes in. They've been one of the top teams in the country all year long. Already beat North Carolina once. They've got some other, really good skins on the wall from quality wins. They've been, last I saw, they were ranked as high as 13. More polls will come out on Tuesday this week. But really well-coached team. Kadani McAlpine, who won a national championship at Southern Cal, but is from the Southeast and came home to Georgia. And he's done very well with bringing some really good players in, not just the locals, but also kids out of the transfer portal. So Summer Denigan, who's one of I think she's number 3 in goals in the SEC, is kind of leads their attack, but they're loaded with big time athletes and big time players. And it's who we were eliminated by last year in the SEC tournament on a really close, hard fought 1-0 game in Pensacola. So it'll be nice to have them at our field, and it'll be nice to for us to get back home after being on the road for last week for 2 games. So I'll open up to any questions.
We'll go Alex, second row.
G, now that non-conference is up, just what are the biggest things you've learned about your team so far?
Well, with non-conference being over, so non-conference is over. We have 3 wins, just 1 loss and a tie, and 3 ties. And I think the biggest thing is, I think that what we learned last night in Fort Worth is just the fight of the team. I was so pleased just in the way that they battled and the way they went out to represent. It's funny because we learn how much we're kind of spoiled here at Texas A&M. The 2 games we played on the road this past week, one of them was kind of played in the dark, and it was played in a floodplain on Thursday, and it just wasn't exactly like Ellis Field, that is a pristine a university with the best ag program in the country running it. Same thing last night. We played in a swamp that was that they went ahead and watered before the game and at halftime just to make it more wet, but it was chewed to heck. And so to have that, and then also the fact that we have great technology. We have instant replay that the SEC network has provided. Other schools, the Big 12 can't afford that, and they don't have the wherewithal to, fortunately for the home team, to show replay, video replay on a goal that was offside, or reportedly offside. So it'll be good to get home. It'll be good to get the 12th man back in front of us, even though we had great support on the road. But I think the biggest thing we've learned is that this is a really close team that has come together really quickly. We're a hard team to play against, and for us right now, the thing that we're still working on is just we're one of the leading shot producers in the SEC. We've just got to be able to hit the goal a few more times.
Just kind of to that point, you talked about the fight of your team and some of the tough teams y'all have ahead. How do you turn that fight into wins over good teams to push for a postseason berth?
Well, it just comes down to converting our chances more than anything. We missed an open goal on Thursday that would have won the game for us. Missed a couple golden chances last night. But that said, we were able to base our game on the communication of the team on the field and the defensive pressure that we're able to put on people. And again, some great performances. Sid Fuller saved a penalty kick last night, had some other really, really good moments to her game. Same thing with Bella Yakel and Riley Crooks in the middle of our defense have been just rock solid all season long. So, it's a good bedrock to have to build on, but it'll come down to, in the end, it's who controls the last 18 yards of both sides of the field, and we've done very well on the defensive side. We've done very well in getting ourselves into scoring positions. We just have to tuck that ball away.
We'll go fourth row to Rob.
Howdy, Coach.
Howdy.
So in the past, there's been overtimes during the regular season. What are your thoughts on with 3 draws? Do you wish that there were overtime periods, or are you cool with the setup that they have now?
Well, sometimes it matters on how the game has gone. Like, whew, glad there's no overtime today. Other times it's been like, son of a gun. Eventually, we had 25 shots on Thursday. We'd like to have gone a little bit farther, but personally, I think that next year when we expand our season by 2 weeks, which is going to create 6 single game weeks for us, whereas we're playing a lot of doubles right now. I understand why they went away from it because, it's just that wear and tear that keeps going on you. But with the extra rest that we've been able to pull into our season, and the fact that we have almost unlimited substitutions, I think overtime is a good thing. I think here in America, we like winners, and we don't want to walk away with a draw if we don't have to. So if there was a way to bring back the 2 10-minute overtime periods, and then if it's still tied, fair enough, you walk away with a tie. It would help out. It would help the NCAA committee, I believe, because it's a clear who won, who didn't win on a lot more games than we're going to see, for the rest of this year. Because it is hard to win, and if you can find a way to eke it out, even if it takes an extra 10 minutes on a golden goal, then that I personally would be in favor of that.
Any other questions?
So promos this week is for Fish Camp Night is anyone who any of the A&M students who wear their Fish Camp shirt, which I think is for any of the 4 years of the students that are here. If you wear your Fish Camp shirt, you get into Ellis Field for free. Gates are going to open at 6:30, and then there's also a Junior Aggie Club night with those kids getting a free ticket. Also this week, we'll be out. Mike will be doing his radio show on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. We'll be out there doing ours at 6 o'clock, both at Rudy's Barbecue. So hope to see folks and friends out at Rudy's from 6 to 9 o'clock on Wednesday night.
And
Thank you.
Alex has a question.
Oh, sorry, Alex.
Yeah, he slipped in under the buzzer.
That's okay. I was just going to ask, what have you seen from the rest of the SEC so far as you guys head into conference play?
Well, it's our next 5 or 6 games are murderer's row. Because you've got just one ranked team after another ranked team, and SEC soccer has become like all the rest of the SEC sports. If you're gonna look at who are the teams that are beating the best teams, you just have to look into our conference. You got Tennessee, who's already beaten North Carolina and UCLA, both to perennial national champions. You've got Georgia, who beat Carolina as well. You've got Arkansas, who's the preseason favorite. South Carolina's got some big wins. You can look, up and down I could name the whole darn conference. But I think every game in the league is always been unique because the styles of the teams are different from one to the next. It's not like you just get an SEC style. The only thing that's SEC-ish is the facilities are top-notch and the athletes are world-class. And so you're going to get fast, explosive, pretty combative games. Now, the game this week, you have Texas A&M and Georgia. Now, the two of us are near the bottom of the league in fouls committed, which for the neutral fan makes for an attractive game because the game will be played without much hair pulling or scratching or poking of eyes outside of myself and Kadani, their coach. But it'll be it should be a really entertaining game, and it should be a really entertaining season. It's a great year to be in the SEC. Thanks, everybody. Y'all have a great day.